What's good, peeps? Welcome to Bleace Livestream HQ, home of MetaParty Vibes. Those who have never been in the Metaverse, this is the best place for you, as we are here to help answer any questions you may have to make your first steps in a virtual world. For those who have been in the Metaverse before, we are here to bring you the best events happening in multiple metaverses. We are multi-meta maxis as we go to different metaverse platforms. We're here. Nice little group already here. Let's go. Love you, Rivers. And if you're out here, if you got a tune, by all means, I was saying any music NFT artists, much rather play your stuff than anything that we may have here. We'll mix it up here, and yeah, just shout out to everyone there, and appreciate you. What's up, Rad? Fellow nudie.
Oh, I need to put on my Wisher t-shirt. Alright, I'm switching to my Wisher t-shirt for this one. Alright, I just switched it up.
Oh, there's an upstairs, guys. You guys got to come upstairs.
There's an upstairs at the Wisher bar, by the way. I just switched my shirt, so now I'm wearing my Wisher shirt with my angel wings. And I'm gonna go up where Bleace is and go dance on tables or whatever he's up to. And Serena actually did like a meditation space in here recently. So Carly, since I know you do the meditations, that could be another thing that we can do in the metaverse once the nudies have everything set up. It's super cool because it's just like a stream. So you're still kind of getting the experience, but everyone's just in there chilling. Lots of events. All good. That's why we just gave it a couple minutes. We knew Serena said was going to be ending soon, so takes a couple minutes. It's all good. It's a process, but it's a fun one. Whoever is here, I don't know if you're seeing this mushroom guy at the bar. I'm loving that. There's like this big mushroom guy with like 5 eyes, just sipping on a cocktail, and then there's like a duck. Is that? I love that. Oh my god, I'm coming right now upstairs. Create these spaces so that everyone knows, and getting people that are also like not usually in Decentraland to come in here is also huge because they can share it with other people. So yeah, I love everything in here. Everyone in here, we're just hanging out. I think maybe at like 8:30 we could go to the MetaZoo. Maybe we could hop over there just because that's the next spot, and then we'll go to the baby doll. So yeah, we still got two more spots to party hop. So we'll hang in here. We'll drink some more cocktails, keep it rolling, and then we'll let everyone know when we're ready to hop over to the next. But it's been such a blast here at Wisher Vodka, and I love seeing everybody in here and all the wearables, and never a dull moment in Decentraland, honestly. Like with the wearables and with what everyone comes up with, like I swear, it's just amazing.
Whoa, why is colorful behind the bar? Who allowed this?
Pull it up, pull it up.
Wow, I just got one. Yo. The little pineapple. Wow. Wow. I'm getting some great content here.
What
This
do you
is.
got there? Like a little pina colada?
I'm gonna say it's a pina colada. That's what I'm on vacation.
And they would just give me their stream key. I just plug it right in and I'll go live in that location. So it's pretty easy to use. And yeah, I don't know really what the question was, but hope that was helpful.
I was gonna ask a bunch of questions, but you literally just answered all of them, so I don't have to ask any at all. Thank you.
And that's so easy. Yeah, just give them the stream key and to plug it into multiple metaverses. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the only thing that I would say is like just there's like little things that you have to like adjust, and it's one of the things to adjust is like the bit rate, which is like the quality of the video, and it really depends on like where you're performing. So you would have to find out like, okay, if I'm performing in this location, you have to see what kind of server quality they have, because that will change the quality of the stream. So just the bit rate, and then obviously like the sound is really important. Getting the audio. I use an audio interface, so I think having a good interface, just kind of like you would. I mean, I was a streamer on Twitch, so it's kind of like the basic setup, which you can probably look up on YouTube.
Yeah, and I know Shark has mentioned having an iRig helps a lot. Again, we don't do concerts, but we have people here that do. So just from the information that we gathered, that's the best way. And that's, again, like the Decentraland, Spatial. I know right now when you go stream, you actually can just, add like a video directly. But when I was in the Spatial space, I think like it might have been Monday as well. They were mentioning that their next thing is going to be YouTube like integration. So I think there's going to be more like uh, accessibility with that as well with streaming. So yeah, each one is different, but I think that as I feel like as long as you know how to stream, through Twitch and through apps like that, you should be able to stream in the metaverse. And most of the people that have land in the metaverse or like host these events are normally very helpful, and they normally are great at onboarding and like answering like all the questions. I know Shelly at True Band Room in Decentraland, their Discord is constantly onboarding artists, and they're constantly having events there as well. And yeah, like we're at Wisher Vodka right now, and about to see a live DJ, and yeah, it's really cool. Like DJ Tracks is awesome, uh, and there's just so many opportunities I feel like for the metaverse, but it's just about getting to know the community, I think, and starting to talk with people and joining the spaces. It all just kind of happens organically like that, I would say.
Yes, I love that. And I mean, that's really the only reason I even came across spatial or metaverse stuff, because when I first started on Twitter, like you guys were already like hanging out in Decentraland. And so, yeah, I was very intrigued by that. And I loved hanging out in spaces with you guys and in Decentraland when I had a computer that could actually do that. And spatial too, like Stillo and Shark were the ones that put me onto spatial. And then I got to meet Cece there too, and she knows quite a bit about that stuff too. But I just wanted, yeah, you guys to like meet each other. I know that like they had a few questions about these things, and so I appreciate you guys being very helpful and just open to answering questions. You guys are always very like just amazing at wanting to help other people too. So yeah, thank you. I do have to run because I have to prepare for the event for that event we have tonight because I am showcasing in there. But I will tap in with you guys later. I love you guys. And Kat, is that PFP? Did you make that?
Yes, I did.
Of course you
I
did.
made it in
I love
Procreate. Yeah.
it.
Thanks.
Yo, the glass. Oh my God, is that Okay, I gotta zoom in on this really quick before I go. My
I
bad,
pinned
y'all.
it. I pinned it.
Oh, I love it. You guys are so talented. Okay, y'all, I do have to run though. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you so much for coming through, Khaki,
Yeah,
and
thank
good
you
luck.
guys.
We're gonna be there. We're gonna be there. We're heading out there, so we'll see your performance out there. And yeah, thanks for coming through. And right now we are at Wisher Vodka, and I'm seeing Glitch Cat always with something new here. This is great. I love these new wearables. What are these shoes? And what are we wearing here? There's a lot going on.
I love that. That sounds like me questioning my life every day.
Yeah, we just throw it all on, and it just kind of works.
It's kind of like the Oscars. Like, what are you wearing today? Yo, eventually it's gonna be like legit like the red carpet. If there hasn't been already. I know I've kind of seen like red carpets, but I feel like officially it's gonna be like all the Decentraland celebrities. What are you wearing tonight? 'Cause
I see
yeah,
like the Tang Poco post where she like tags everything that she's wearing. I'm like, yes, that is good stuff right there. I feel like Glitch could do that. Like I'm just seeing new like she got like bell bottoms with a skirt. I don't even know how to explain that. And then
she
the
was
little
looking
bears.
good the last couple of times I saw her.
She out here slaying these dance floors.
So for us that came a little late, can you explain what's going on? What this event is? I hear Wisher Vodka. I hear you guys are there.
Yeah, so normally we kind of hop around different metaverses. We don't try to do it always like in one night, but tonight we're actually at Wisher Vodka's event in Decentraland, which is what's pinned at the top. You can access that through a desktop, and I think now is the DJ starting. Yeah, so 7 p.m. Eastern is the official time. So if you want to speak more on that, Wisher, we love Wisher.
Yeah, come through, everyone. We're just kind of kicking it, having a good time. We just got surprised with this Forbes article that just got dropped. So we're like, let's throw a party. So come through. Let's pour some virtual cocktails. If you guys have some Wish already, pour yourself a real one, and let's just party. DJ tracks gonna be spinning, for the rest of the night or whatever. So if you have some time, we'd love to see you guys come through and just celebrate with us.
Yeah, and I pinned up at the top the Forbes thing. That's really sick, and congrats, and like so well deserved because, like I was mentioning earlier to the people that got in a little bit later, like Wisher Vodka has land in Decentraland. That's where we are right now, and they have a great space there, and they're obviously like a real life vodka brand that's integrating with the metaverse. So I think they're doing great at setting an example for companies of like the potential that this has. And they host like really fun IRL events, and they hosted one for NFT NYC, so it was a blast. I see Glitch posted the pictures up there if you guys want more visuals. And like I was mentioning earlier, Bleace also streams this. Bleace is actually the person who's hosting this event through the MetaParty Vibes page, and he has a stream on Twitch. And for normally people, if they're out and about or can't get to a computer, I think that's the best way to kind of get the idea of what's happening. And then tonight we're also going to be going to the Mind Over Meta event, which is at 8 p.m. Eastern in Spatial. So we'll pin that up closer to the time. But that one is, Dope Stilo Music Group, and, a ton of different music artists or visual artists. They have like Kaki performing, who I don't know what she's doing tonight, but I know she's done like, visual art before, and like Bleace has read his poetry there. But yeah, there's usually a ton of like music artists, and that's what's happening tonight. But I also want to, give a shout out again to Shark down there. Afro Droids NFT collection is they have land in Crypto Voxels, which is another metaverse, and they're doing a music video festival on Saturday. So this is the third one that they're doing. They've all been so much fun, and just getting to see like all these different artists like
that you talk to in spaces, and just getting to hear their music and see their visuals. It's just like a really fun time. So I know he's working on that right now, like setting it all up. So yeah, there's a ton of like events constantly going on in all these different metaverses. So we try to, gather people together and, do these Twitter spaces in order for people to just come up, ask questions. And if it's like your first time entering one of these spaces, it's not like as weird or scary as some people think. You don't need, like a headset or there's like a misconception. And we learned that, especially going to speaking with people in real life, like at NFT NYC, that they think that it's just Meta and it's just a headset. Like, no, it's all these different like metaverses, all these different companies, all these different communities that are just building, and that you can access with just like a link, like how you have different social medias. It's kind of just how it is with these different metaverses.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for that. That was
Yeah,
awesome.
and we tell people all the time, just check out these metaverses, since it's such a niche like audience right now, and the number of people, that are actually in these metaverses, that they just want people to come check it out, and especially if you're interested in performing, just to like see like how it feels, because it is different. And we do have Shark now up here, who could probably speak to that, of the difference between performing IRL versus performing in the metaverse, because it is a bit different.
I was just coming up here to say what's up to everybody, and then also that we're rendering out the show reel for Saturday in Crypto Voxels, 9 p.m. Universal Time Conversion. That'll be like 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central in Crypto Voxels. But yeah, right now I'm just rendering out this set. This is going to be crazy, guys. We have like music videos, DJs that send us performances. We have poetry readings, a short film that's going to be played in the middle of it. So this month, we went like beyond music videos. We just have like so much cool content we're going to be streaming in the metaverse on Saturday in Crypto Voxel. So yeah, I was down a listener, kind of getting everything ready to press the big button here. So now got to wait a few hours for this to finish, but about an hour and 15 minutes it says to render this out. But yeah, just hanging out in the space till then. I'm probably going to go walk somewhere, get something to eat, but thank you for hosting this space. And what's good? What's up, everybody?
Yeah,
Hey,
man, that's
Shark.
awesome.
What's up?
So when you say render this out, you're talking about in like Premiere or After
I
Effects
use
or?
Wondershare, if you're familiar with what that is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So every month, we took a month off last month because of NFT NYC, but every month we like open up submissions from the community to send us like music videos, and then over the months it's kind of evolved to we're meeting more poets, we're meeting short film filmmakers, and sometimes we'll have like a DJ that'll send us like a like a 15-minute like micro mix or something like that. So we just get a lot of cool submissions from the community, and then we export this out, and then we stream it in the metaverse in our Crypto Voxels property, which is afrodroids.world. So if you want to check that out, you can load it from your phone or your computer. That's afrodroids.world, and that's a build I created for the Afrodroids project, and then I help them by like facilitating virtual events in there and things like that. So if that sounds like your jam, touch base with me.
Hell yeah, bro. We definitely got to link up soon.
Yeah, definitely gonna check that out.
Definitely, yeah. It's gonna be Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern, and then we're trying to use Universal Time, so we're going with it's 9 p.m. if you're going off Universal Time. So we're trying to get on that standard, so it's easier to throw these events to an international audience.
Yes, and that metaverse you can access, on the phone, so the accessibility is pretty good with Crypto Voxels. Wisher, you wanted to tap in real?
Yeah, just wanted to tap in and say it looks dope. Shark, killing it as always.
Thank you. Yeah, if you're checking it out, it's a fun little spot, and Crypto Voxels has its own appeal, its own thing going on in there. But yeah, much like Bleace said, just the mobile capability. That's like the metaverses I've been leaning into, like spatial and Crypto Voxels. But I have some plans here in the future. I know I'm talking with like Meta Trekkers to do some stuff in there. I'd love to come do some stuff with Wisher. So yeah, I'm looking at branching into DCL, but right now it's just been a lot of the voxel spatial stuff in the short term is mostly what I've been working with. But I love all the metaverses. There's just there's a lot of fun to be had in there, especially as a musician. So I'm always trying to tap in.
And I like how you call it the concert hall of the future. That's why
Yes,
it
that's
is
my thing. It's my shtick.
hashtag multi-meta maxis. All right, we don't discriminate. We're open to it all. To it all. It's like going to a different website, different social media platform. So yeah, we dig it all. We have fun at all, and they each have their own unique communities too. They're all different, little different vibe, but similar goals.
Yeah, and at the Metaverse Monday space, Meta Trekkers went in there as High CC's space with Triple Dreamers and Meta Mike, and kind of just came up and said that he wants to integrate more Decentraland and spatial, and like hopefully we can get together at some point and kind of, like the way he was mentioning it was like maybe half an hour to an hour and like Decentraland and then the same time in spatial so that people that normally only do Decentraland or only do spatial can maybe check out both, like kind of be open to seeing the possibilities of collaborating with each community, and then obviously like we could make it bigger and then also include like voxels, include Mona. We love like so many different kinds, but since those are like the two main communities that I feel like are collaborating right now, it would be cool to kind of host a space like that. And the Metaverse Monday space, if you guys don't already follow Hi CC, definitely follow her. Check that out because we go and hop around different galleries, which is really cool, and you get to talk to the artist and talk to the people. One of the spots we checked out was Shark's new merch store in Spatial, and that was a lot of fun. And we got to see a video as well, because like I was saying earlier, you can pin up a video that you want to play if you want to share like a music video or like a recording of literally any video you want. Like we literally did like a short film premiere the other day in spatial, and we made it like creepy, like July, Halloween and July vibe. So there's a lot that you can do. So I think like people that are event planners and already doing this IRL, like they could definitely take advantage like of the metaverse and use their skills for that. And if you haven't done it like IRL, you can learn it through the metaverse because you don't physically have to like build like these events as far as like in real life, or like how that goes. Like in real life, it's a huge thing to kind of build that and to get people together like from different parts of the world, like in a real place. It's really hard. So the metaverse gives you the option to build something like out of your imagination, like something that's so surreal that could not exist in the real world really, or even if it's something that does exist in the real world, like a gallery that exists in the real world that you want to put in the metaverse, you could also have that duality of having both, so that when you host events in real life, you're also streaming it into the metaverse, and you're also still like including all the links for everything you're trying to sell. So there's a lot of options, and I think just extending it, not like extending what you're already doing by adding the metaverse is like, well, basically what we're trying to say is like, if you already have a website, if you already have like if you're already streaming, like concerts on YouTube or Twitch or doing any of that, you can just add this like as like an extra touch. So yeah, if anyone else wants to say anything, or hi CC, if you want to talk about how your Metaverse Monday spaces and how that kind of came about and like your journey, definitely feel free to just tap in.
Sure, I'd love to. Metaverse Mondays. So back in January, I hopped into I think it was December actually, when I hopped into Decentraland for the very first time. Total noob, didn't know what I was doing, and my poor laptop sounded like it was about to take off. It was about to fly away. And I fell in love with the fact that you could meet people from all over the world, and it had this like game-like experience, and I said I need to know more. And so, but then I put it on the back burner because hello life, right? And then I got an opportunity to be in the very first Polygon showcase, which was in a different metaverse. and I was like, oh, this is crazy, called Spatial. And I entered Spatial, I experienced it. I thought, wow, this is a really cool, what do you call it? Like a tool that you could use. And I immediately saw the benefits of what Spatial was trying to do. And by connecting with Creative Owls and Mega Retro and the Spatial team, I started to sort of grow my knowledge. But until I met Meta Mike, and he really showed me his like borderline insane genius like plans and ideas, and that's kind of when I met Stilo as well at that same time. It was like January, beginning of February of this past year, and he showed me what he was trying to do, and I said, Mike, we need to onboard more people into Spatial because this is a really great tool for artists and creatives. And he looks at, well, he meta looked at me because we've never met IRL. And he goes, duh, Cece. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. But he was doing it in Spatial, people stumbling in one by one, getting them sort of onboarded, but they're already halfway there. And so I said, well, let's do a Twitter space and get people to talk about it or ask questions and try to make it more comfortable for them to jump from Web 2 to Web 3. And he said, of course, okay. And that's how Metaverse Mondays started. Me and Mike just waiting around in a space, in a Twitter space, hoping somebody comes in and wants to know about the metaverse. And then Triple Dreamer started showing up regularly, and he contributed so beautifully. I mean, he's a genius. Hello, to our conversations, and he made the space valuable with his expertise. That we invited him to co-host, and he's been a co-host with us ever since. And it's been a wonderful growing experience because I'm the total noob. Mike is sort of an intermediate, but he's a spatial expert. And then we have Triple Dreamers, who is an architect and full-on nerd in the best way possible. I don't know if you've noticed this yet, but the word nerd for me is like a compliment. I say that with lots of love. And
Revenge of the Nerds.
I know. Hello. I have a shirt that says booger on it. I'm not kidding you.
Yes.
I wear that
love
shit.
that movie.
Me
No,
too.
yeah.
I know. I love the music at the end. Anyway, so we have been growing, and so I'm the new person, and you guys are going along on a journey with me as I'm learning and growing with these guys. And then I kind of bring it back to earth. I know, sweetheart, I know. And try to interpret what the brainy people say because sometimes they go over my head too. So that's kind of the idea behind Metaverse Monday is you guys are all going on a journey with me as I learn about the world.
I love that. And I've told some people that in the DMs too, of like they're asking questions. I'm like, let's talk about this in a space. And I know some people don't want to be embarrassed, but it's like it's okay to ask those questions. Like, and it's okay to not know certain things. Like I'm asking questions all the time. I don't know. I'm not an expert either. I'm still learning, and I know other people can gain from that as well. It's like you're asking that question. Well, four other people may have that same question that just never asked, and so a lot of great conversation can be had from that. So I like that approach, and I've been in a few of those spaces and really enjoyed it. You do a really, really good job putting those together, and very thorough too. And I like the feedback too. It's not just we're going to the space and just going to tell you good job. It's like, okay, this is where, we see that you could improve something, and it's really great feedback. So I love it. And I know Shark just showed his face there, and it was a really cool experience.
Yeah,
It
one of the
was such
best
a
spaces.
pleasure. Yeah.
Hey,
You go,
Cece.
Shark.
No, it was like one of the best spaces in recent times. And yeah, what I gotta say about the spatial space, that if you come prepared, like if you have your build and you're called up to talk, and people will definitely hop in there and like give you the feedback and check out your space. And I recently launched a merch line, my first merch line, and I ended up was like thinking like, why not just like make a metaverse merch store, just like mount pictures of the merch in the metaverse and invite people in there. So this kind of goes back to like how Colorful was saying, like, we're gonna start moving into having this the same way that we have a website. And I think in the same way, where as an artist, if you release a new song, you release a new album, or you put out some new merch, you put out a new photo collection or whatever, build like a little metaverse space for that that's like themed around that, and like invite your friends to come check out what you just put out in that space. So like right now for me, like while we're talking about Spatial, I've been like constantly telling my friends on Instagram, like, yo, download this app Spatial on your phone, because when you see me put the link in my Instagram story or something, you can just click it with one touch and just like hop. The app will just open. You'll just be right in the space, able to check it out. So, yeah, I had a great time at the Metaverse Monday space with CC, and yeah, I opened up a little like pop up merch store in the meta. It was pretty cool. It was fun. Played a song for everybody that came through. That was cool as hell too.
I have a video for you too on that.
Oh yeah, we need it, dude.
By the way,
I don't know how Triple Dreamers works. Like he was there, and then like 2 minutes later, he like has a fully edited video on Twitter.
yeah,
I don't
that was
understand.
dope, and I love
Yeah.
this new cinema film mode. Like, man, it's like making me want to go back and redo all these videos that I was doing. But I really like that feature. So yeah, the next videos here, the next spatial videos are gonna be pretty cool. And yeah, that was a really cool event, man. And hearing your song, and I like that thought too of like, if you're gonna drop something, like have that, you know, gallery in mind that you're gonna showcase it. And I'm applying something similar to that with the MetaParty, which I wanted to do, but again, it's like, you know, so many things to do, so little time, kind of a scenario where it didn't time out that way. But yeah, it's definitely in my mind though, of releasing, like if you're gonna release like a few pieces, like to have like a space in mind that you can maybe even collaborate with someone or something like that. So
I think there's you know, like as an artist, you have like your Web 2 audience, if you're coming from that, where you've built some sort of following before NFT, and then you have like an audience that you build through NFTs, like the collectors and fellow artists. But then I think there's also, I kind of, in my mind, I separate the metaverse community. The metaverse, I find people that are in the metaverse that are party goers. They go out to events. They're like social, or they're community leaders in the metaverse. Um, it's a different crowd than sometimes the crowd that I find like doing the NFT thing. So that's why I say you want to have like a metaverse strategy, because sometimes you're tapping into an entirely new community of people that you're not going to get from just like putting out an NFT drop and hosting a space around it. So I think like that's a whole community within this Web3 that you could be tapping into and meeting people inside of. And now with token gated stuff, NFTs in the metaverse are going to be tied together more than ever, where, you know, you're getting an NFT and then now you get exclusive access to this, that, and the other. So there's a lot of connection happening there. But yeah, I think just like strategizing for the metaverse is good, because yeah, I think it is a different community within this whole Web3 thing that we're doing, and it's good to touch base and like meet people in there and find where you fit in.
Yeah, so like Kaki mentioned, we're a part of a collective of mostly music artists, but also visual artists. And I was thinking about I've done mediocre work in Blender, so I'm decent, but like so I was thinking of putting a space together for spatial, but like I think it requires the pro features, and I'm not quite sure about that. Does anybody?
Not you'd I think for now, I think it's called Plus, actually, Spatial Plus. And I think for now, what you'd be getting with that is the ability to use NFTs as the ticket to get into your private space. And then I think the ability to have like 500 people in a room or something. So for free, I'm pretty sure you get like 50 people max capacity. And then, yeah, you could actually do a build in Blender and then bring it in and use it in Spatial for free. You don't need to subscribe to one of their plans to do that.
Oh, awesome. I gotta actually look more into that then. Not to
yeah,
be.
it's free, and they have free templates too to get you started, and great tutorials. If you have Discord, really active on Discord, where someone will in the community will respond to you. Yeah, really helpful. I can't say enough about Spatial. It's just very inspiring what I've seen and how they treated, you know, Dope Stilo, bringing him to NYC to perform. Just all around really supportive. And I was actually in a space today that was a Korean space, and they had someone on their account speaking Korean. I'm just listening. I have no idea what they're saying. I
I was
just,
there for that too. I tuned in. I saw you in there. That was sick.
yeah, and I go into random spaces where I can't understand it, but there's just something about it. I just like it. I did it once, and I'm like, yo, I really like this. And if anyone like follows me into a space, they're probably like, what is Bleace doing in this space? I can't understand a word they're saying, but
They
I
think
don't
you're
know
like
what,
bilingual or something. They think you're like
dude.
trilingual. Like, yeah.
There's something like, yeah, like Japanese. There's something soothing about it. I don't know, just like having it on in the background while I'm working. I don't know, just something about it. But now I've lost my train of thought. Damn it, Pineapple Express. Oh, and I liked how you use the word mediocre because I'm a mediocre artist. So nice to meet you.
That's me too, man. Like I'm multidisciplinary, but like I'm mediocre at everything.
Hey, how I
Mediocre.
see it, I have fun doing it.
I'm mediocre as well.
Let's
You're
go, mediocre gang.
let's go.
But I'm
No,
trying. I'm not
That,
giving up. I'm trying. And I'm doing better.
that's what matters,
That's
man.
all
As
we
long
can
as
do.
Yeah, as long as we keep creating every day and it brings a smile to at least your face or somebody's face, like that's all we could ask for out here.
that's what I'm saying. And yeah, I love the process, and I've talked about this too, like not the end product. And what I love about digital art, I was going through files this past week that I had created in 2012. I'm going back to files that, and I've always kept my Photoshop and design files as PSBs or PSDs, so that with smart layers, so that I can always go back to old designs and old drawings and stuff and be able to change it. And like as you grow as an artist, it's like you go back and look at these files. It's like, wow, why did I do it that way? And I could have done it this way. Or even if the app changes like every 6 months or whatever, that you can go back to those old files and change it around. But yeah, just always learning something new and something different that you can bring to old files. That's why I love digital art, that you can do that. So made me think like I am just mediocre at a lot of different things, but I have a lot of fun doing it. I dabble in a lot, and it just keeps me entertained, and I hope it entertains others.
Definitely. I like to say I'm a jack of all trades, but a master of none. Because really I am. Well, in a digital sense, like you said, in digital art, I really like to just do everything. So yeah, I understand exactly where you're coming from.
Yeah, I actually have a gaming engineering background, and I used to like make cities and things like that. Um, that people would actually play in. So it was like to do that, and then now kind of come into an NFT space is just I've never done 3D art like that, but it was I don't know, it was more done through a builder when I was doing it with game engineering. It was kind of already preset, so it was kind of easy. But now it's actually creating, and it's fun.
I was heavy in 3D from like 2011 to 2013, 20 up to probably 2015. Really heavy into 3D. I was learning Cinema 4D and Maya mostly. And then I split off and did more like After Effects, Photoshop, Illustrator, and kind of left the 3D stuff. But in the past, 8 months now, getting back into 3D stuff, and it's been a lot of fun. And they're all kind of the same, like Cinema 4D, Maya. There's just like little changes, especially with like shortcuts and stuff, and like what they call certain tools is different. But the premise is the consistent through it. So picking up Blender has been pretty easy for me. But there's just so many more tutorials than you'll find for these other programs. That's what I have found mostly. Like there are so many free tutorials for Blender. Like it's open source, and I feel like guys like Blender Guru and Ducky 3D, like they're really helpful, and shout out to those guys because
Those are the
they
homies.
Yeah, you can always like look up something and like I've had some pretty specific things that I've had to look up. But like yesterday I think I watched like 13 different tutorials to figure out how to do this one thing, and it still is like kind of piecing it together. But life is never be above watching tutorials. I think I will be watching tutorials until I fucking die because I'm gonna just be constantly doing new things. And it's just a testament that you are trying new things if you're watching tutorials. Like YouTube University is real. And that's what I love too, is like implementing the metaverse for virtual learning as well. So like we're in these spaces, we're viewing learning differently. Like learning doesn't have to be boring. It can be in these Twitter spaces. And if you're taking notes on what people are sharing, like you'll come across like great websites that you can use for your path. And that's what I love about these is collaborating and just bringing all these minds together, and just chopping it up, and it leads to some really really great spaces and valuable spaces. And just appreciate everyone who comes in and week out. Colorful and I have been hosting these, going back to November, missing 1 week, and so shout out to the OGs in here, Glitch Cat, Shark, Metaware. Go way back in this space. We got to meet High CC and NFT NYC, and just still hanging out with us. So through thick and thin, man, it's been great. I love it.
Heck yeah, we love the OGs, and thank you everyone that's also new. We do host different kind of spaces. We started doing like Bleace poetry spaces. We've done just, chats, and then the metaverse. Like, I think we really started going in like the metaverse stuff like in May, like late April, but we've been going into the metaverse for a couple of months now. So we've seen some things, but I feel like every time we have these spaces, like new people come in or new connections are made, and we love like just seeing like people, connecting with each other. And I think Twitter spaces are really powerful in that sense. Like the fact that I've been talking to certain people for like so many months, like almost a year now, and then getting to meet them in real life. And it's like, it's exciting, but it's also like, I already know you, like it's like it's just like we've known each other for so long. Like, it's really cool. And it's even cooler when it's someone you've partied with in the metaverse several times, or if it's like a DJ that you've seen in the metaverse and you see them in real life and you get to talk to them. It's like, what the hell? This is so cool. Because I feel like a lot of the times these metaverse like concerts and then like the spaces afterwards, or like if you were speaking to the artist like backstage, and that doesn't really happen a lot like in real life. Like you go to so many concerts and you don't really get to ever meet the artist if you're lucky, and you see them outside somewhere, or like you get a meet and greet, which are usually pre-planned. But I think Web3 is making it easier to be accessible to different types of artists, like whether it's music artists or photographers or painters, like people that you never think you would talk to, or like in different countries, like that you probably would never make those connections with. So I think it's super cool that we get to do this, and I'm definitely really grateful that I get to speak to all of you like constantly, and we all get to share our work in some way or another, and just kind of just hang out. Like, I love it.
Yeah, and I did pin a space at the top, probably space hop here. Wasn't planning on going too long. I think this was a solid space, and I'll be scheduling out the space for tomorrow. I want to do a poetry slam with Glitch Cat and Shark here, and just share some music or whatever you want to share, and to keep the Friday MetaParty vibes going. And so. Um, Come hang out with us, and then we'll be doing Saturday crypto voxels in the metaverse. Cannot wait for that, Shark. And it's a really really good time. A lot of people from all over the world there, and it's really really great mix. So definitely recommend. And then tonight 8 o'clock is Mind Over Meta in Spatial. So check out all the pinned tweets at the top. We've talked about all of these events going on, And yeah, definitely tap in, especially if you want to perform. Definitely check those pinned tweets out. But I definitely want to go say what's up to the Nudie fam, and appreciate everyone hanging out.
Yeah, so thank you to everyone that hung out. I know some of you were waiting for the Mind Over Meta Fest. We're still gonna be there. That's the cool thing about the metaverse. We're still gonna be there. So at 8 p.m. I pinned it up at the top again. If you want to just give it a like, so you can go back in about like 20 minutes. You could probably head there now, honestly, if you're if you really wanna get there early, you can start heading there now and just get ready. This space is really cool. It's Mars. It was literally recreated as Mars. So you go in there and you feel like you're on a different planet.
I would go there now, like if you're gonna go there, because a lot of people do tune in. So, and it is only up to 50 people, so it is better to get. It does start at 8, but it's better to get there earlier.
Yeah, for sure. So I pinned that up there. And again, with spatial, because this event is in spatial, you could also go on your phone or on an iPad. It is mobile friendly, and yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to get over there. There's usually like NFT art also like on the walls, or well, in this case it's kind of just floating, but there's usually a space for like the NFT art, and it's basically like a huge collaboration event. Normally, like it's just like it's not just one artist and that's it. No, it's usually like a ton of artists, a ton of different things to see. And yeah, meta word drip, chime in.
Yo, I just wanted to say before you guys close the space, sorry for being low energy, but I see all my friends in here: Shark, Cat, Wisher, Clammy, Irax, CC, Werb. Everybody's in here. Trick Coin Laundry. We got everybody in here. Alpha, look at all you guys. Like, I'm sorry I was low energy, didn't talk that much. I love you guys. I'll see you at the next meta party. Maybe I'll take some party favors. Who knows? Some meta party favors. Hey, that's a business model, y'all.
We appreciate you so much. And again, yes, this is a Thursday kind of like impromptu space. But normally the big night is Friday night at 6. And then, this week it's going to be a triple header with the Crypto Voxels festival on Saturday. So, we want to make sure we keep covering all the bases and keep talking throughout these next 2 days. And I'm traveling tomorrow. I'll still try to chime in, and definitely, for the mobile friendly versions, I could at least go on my phone. So I can't wait for that. And I appreciate everyone in here. But yeah, we're cutting it early, but it's okay. It's all right, because we're going to see you tomorrow and we're going to see you Saturday. So peace.
Love you guys. Peace out, Girl Scouts.
See everyone.
Bye.
Here, thanks for having us.
Sweet.
Talk soon.
Bye.
Yeah, if anyone wants to say any last words. And Steve Sai, I see you in here. What's good, Steve? Appreciate you. Appreciate everyone coming
Another
through.
great meta performer to follow.
Yeah. But yeah, Mind Over Meta. Just start heading there now. It's better. It'll get you loaded in there. Get you there early. But yeah, I want to go say what's up to the Nudie fam if anyone wants to join. So that space is at the top. They're doing a little 420 smoke sesh, 420 on the Pacific Coast. But thank you so much for watching these videos, taking the time. There's nothing more precious than your time, and we truly value that. And we value that you watch this all the way through. Check out more at Bleace.com, the home of Bleace Livestream HQ and the MetaParty Vibes. Check out the eco-friendly, clean NFT collection on Object.com on the Tezos blockchain. It's free to support artists. A like, a share goes a long way. We would love to support you in any way we can. Follow for follow on all socials at BLEACE NFT, Bleace NFT, and Colorful Designs. Colorful with a K, Designs. Let's go further together.